yet another episode of the Beer Necessities, and this time I've come to West Yorkshire, to a lovely little village called Saltaire. Now, you may think that Yorkshire is all greyhounds and flat caps, but there's more to it than that. Saltaire has got a couple of little microbreweries that I've been keen to come and have a look at, and that's what we're here to do today. So let's get off these cobbled streets and head to a couple of breweries.
Welcome to the Beer Necessities YouTube channel!
Welcome back to the Beer Necessities. This channel is about sharing our love of breweries and beer, visiting various places across the world. However, today we're making the trip to Saltaire, West Yorkshire in England. Saltaire is a UNESCO World Heritage village built by Sir Titus Salt in the 19th century. It's famous for its beautiful stone houses and the Grant Salts Mill, built by Sir Titus, a textile factory. But of course, Saltaire has a growing reputation for craft beer. And we're here to visit two breweries that are just a short walk apart: Saltaire Brewery and Salt Beer Factory. Let's see how the tradition of this village and modern craft come together. So the first stop will be Saltaire Brewery, founded in 2005, based in an old Victorian power station by the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. A brewery, a tap room, all on site, and I can't wait to check it out. So, first stop, when you're in Saltaire, although we're not technically in Saltaire, we're in Shipley, right next to Saltaire, but you've got Saltaire Brewery. And the reason it's called Saltaire Brewery is because originally it was supposed to be in Saltaire, but there were some shenanigans around all that, so they set up Saltaire Brewery in 2005 here in Shipley, but again, it's a short walk to Saltaire. And in 2006, they started selling their first beers. So we're gonna go and have a look around the brewery. Nice old building this. I think it's some sort of old tram sort of, not a station, but some tram house. I think it was a tram house. So it used to be a tram house, but since 2005, this has been a brewery, and we're gonna go in and then go and taste some of their beers and then head off back into Saltaire itself and go to a different brewery. So anyway. Something I absolutely love is that across West Yorkshire there appears to be an enormous amount of loyalty to Saltaire Brewery. It feels like everywhere I went they sell their beers. And yes, you can get Saltaire Brewery beers across the UK, but in West Yorkshire, it just feels like it's the beer of choice. The brewery itself is mainly underground. There's no real surprises. You'll find mash tuns, boiled kettles, lauter tuns, hopbacks, and it's a big, expensive operation, but it feels like you are in something local. You just get the feeling that you're in a place that is serving the local community, and I absolutely love that about this place. Now, in 2024, Saltaire Brewery was acquired by an investment firm from Sheffield called Paramount, so I hope it doesn't change anything. I hope that this brewery continues to serve its community in the way that it has done since 2005. Now, while I'm down here in the fermentation chamber where the conical fermenters are and the bottling equipment, I've got to be slightly careful about what I film because Saltaire Brewery do a lot of contract brewing. Can't show you, but if you do come and visit, you'll be able to see some of it for yourself. So anyway, nice little visit of the brewery. Let's get over to the tap room, start checking out some of the beers for ourselves. And it is a nice tap room. All their beers are on show, and you can also buy some takeaways off the shelf as well. So we have just had a tour of the Saltaire Brewery. Really nice hour and a half. I'm with James, who's a local.
He likes to make fun of my accent, even though he is in Yorkshire. So this is standard. We're not in North Wales anymore.
No, we're not. I think it was it £15 for an hour and a half tour?
£15, really good value, I would say. You know, an hour and a half. Really, you know, bit of history about the area, which is Saltaire. Won't go too much into it now, but you know, it gives a backstory of where the founders got their inspiration from, and then obviously more about the actual beers that they create. So, for me, who I would say I'm a novice about brewing beer, I'm pretty good at drinking beer, but not the best about brewing. Where mine obviously is both. So there were probably a lot there that he already knew. However, for me, it was really interesting to see, you know, how beer is made and just how the base material of pretty much every beer is kind of the same, which I didn't realise. So
I mean, the process is largely the same. There are obviously some nuances and things like that, but no, it was nice. You know, you've obviously done a bit of filming in there, just of the equipment, reasonably standard, but it's you know, it's the kind of things that you'd expect. But for £15, yeah, an hour and a half tour, and that was followed by a tasting of 4 of their flagship beers. So we're not on one of their flagship beers right now, but we will have a couple of them in a moment. This is their session IPA called Velocity.
Yeah, more of a craft beer.
Craft beer. It was like it's kind of extremely light and hazy. But so we'll get into this in a minute. And to be honest with you, we've been sat here talking for 10 minutes, and the head has not diminished in the slightest.
No.
Do you know what? It's like a lemon meringue. That is, isn't it? That is like a lemon meringue.
Yeah, I mean, I generally hope it doesn't taste like that, because not a fan of lemon meringue.
I'm sure it will not taste like lemon meringue, James.
We shall see.
But anyway,
Prost.
Yeah, it's just.
You can taste.
Just real fresh citrus aroma. Yeah. I don't know if they're using Citra or otherwise in here, but anyway, are we not going to, clink and...
Oh, apologies. I guess.
You got it all over your tash as well, but that's fine. That's
what happens when you have a beard.
To your good health. Yachida.
Yeah, again, it's one of my favourite tasting beers from Saltaire Brewery. Yeah, it's really rich, citrusy. It's a tang on the tongue.
Yeah, it's a bright, citrusy IPA, that is.
Again, one for a summer's day, not something that I'd be having in the winter time, but
nice bit of grapefruit up front. You've still got, you can. Dear me. But yeah, that's a very pleasant IPA. That, like I said, it's that nice little lemony, grapefruity.
Definitely lemony.
Hop character to it, and that's a somebody drunk walking down there, I think, or intoxicated in other ways, I don't know. I like that. That's nice, I'm not a massive IPA fan. not a massive IPA fan, but you know, it's August in Saltaire. And it's all right, yeah,
It's not bad.
Overcast today, but anyway, that's by the by.
But yeah, the haziness. And like you said, the head's not diminished.
It's not diminished.
One single bit. And we were waiting for someone to lock up for about 20 minutes because he couldn't get the right key. So, you know.
Yeah. So we'll quaff these down. Yeah, that's all right. That, you know, obviously I'm not a massive fan of session beers because I like them a little bit more.
I say I'm more traditional in terms of my beers, where I know you like what I would describe weird and wacky, wonderful beers like sours.
Well, I have gone through a phase in the past year of drinking sours, but you know, I mean, my beers of choice are Helles, Keller beer, those kind of things. Belgian blondes, doubles, triples. Don't mind a pilsner in the summer. And a lot of the beers here, actually, not so much this one. In a minute, we'll have their flagship beer. It's by far the biggest, which is their
Saltaire Blonde.
Saltaire Blonde. We'll have that. I think we'll do that next.
Yeah.
And that is made with SARS hops, which is classic Pilsner hops. So when you have a Pilsner, Czech Pilsner styles, SARS hops, that's what they're using in there, along with presumably some Pilsner, well, light malt. Light base malts and things like that as well, and we saw a bag of Munich malts in there, and we had a couple of their darker ales, which clearly had Munich malts. But anyway, we'll go through that in a sec. Well, actually, we're only gonna have 2 more of their beers, so we'll have this. It's just a wee glass, so nice, enjoyable. I could imagine a lot of people out there, IPA fans, would really like that.
Yeah.
I think next we'll do the blonde ale, which again is sessionable. And it's got a very Pilsner base to it. And then they've got I think, is it called the chocolate chip or triple chocolate stout?
Yeah,
triple chocolate stout. We'll check on that before we actually drink it. Yeah. The triple chocolate stout, get that one out, which we had a little sample of on the tour, which was enjoyable. Not something I typically have during August, but anyway, we'll do that in a minute. So we're going to drink these up, move on. Right, Saltaire Blonde. This is their flagship cask. We did try it. We had a pint earlier, didn't we?
We had a pint earlier. If you are from Yorkshire, you'll probably know this beer. To be honest, I mean, look at that. That is perfect. Perfect pint. Or half a pint.
And when we were drinking it earlier, and this will be no different, it was really creamy. This is the one with I was going to say it's got Pilsner malts. It's got light malts in it, but it's got SARS hops in it, which is obviously used for Pilsner, as we were just talking about just a second ago. But 4% ABV, so extremely, extremely sessionable. And I'm not really into the session beers. They have a time and a place, but
yeah,
you are, as you said before.
Again, I do love this beer. This is one of my favourites. And again, being local, I'm probably a little bit biased. But you go to many pubs in Yorkshire, you will see this, and outside Yorkshire as well. But again, I quite like my lagers. But I could absolutely drink this all day, every day. 12 months of the year, absolutely love it. Apart from, well,
you'd never know that looking at him, would you?
Or what? Are you saying that I'm overweight?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying.
Who needs enemies when you've got friends like this?
Yeah. Anyway,
but look, it's just for the creaminess.
Yeah, it's got a very sort of fresh, meadowy, I don't know really.
Floral, definitely floral.
Yeah, it is. It's very pleasant, and he's getting in there.
I'm trying to not get it on my beard because apparently that offends you, that song.
That is very thick, creamy.
It is. Let's put it this way.
Light creamy, like a nice fluffy white cream.
You feel full after a few pints of these. You do feel very full. And It is a bit like Guinness. It's in a meal in itself, not tasting like Guinness, but in the fact of it feels substantial when you drink it.
Yeah. Obviously, we've been mixing our drink, so the palate's not completely clean, but it's got a real sort of. It's a bit more tangy than earlier on, I think, but I don't know. But that's probably just because
We've had a few.
Well, it's not had a few, but it's when you've been trying different things and whatnot, you just the way that you interpret a beer can very much depend on your mood, what you've had to eat, or what you've had to drink before it. But we were really enjoying it earlier, and it is nice. It's very pleasant. It's.
Have younger people at work who say, I don't really like beer. I only like lager beers for old people. I challenge anyone to have that and not enjoy it. Young, old. I think
it's
really.
It's got the citrusy, crispy bite of a pilsner, which comes from those SARS hops. It has got the citrusy, crispy bite of a pilsner. It has. But with an extra, but more tangy.
It's like you said, look, that head's always just constant.
Yeah. I mean, look,
beautiful.
Yeah, and this is cask, so there's virtually no carbonation in there. But yeah, it has a slight tanginess to it. Now, when we were trying some of the samples, I thought a couple of beers, and I said this to the chap who was showing us around, there was a bit of a nail polishy taste, and you do get that with beers, but that's not necessarily a negative thing, because it's not like...
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it does, but you do get that from beers occasionally, and it's not like you're necking a bottle of nail polish. It's a subtleness which gives it... It's a subtleness that is from the obviously the combination of the hops and the yeast, but it gives it it sometimes just gives it that little bit of a bite that sometimes a beer needs, and this has got that as well. I think it's a very delicate sort of. Sometimes I call it pear drop or
I get the pear drop. I do get the pear drop. I never really, until you mentioned it, I'm like, yeah, I actually remember my grandma's pear drops from a kid. Like aftertaste, like. Fair enough. Yeah, it kind of does. But this is something that I thought it's not a type of drink that I would associate with you, but I would have thought that you would enjoy it.
I would.
Yeah.
It's a really good beer, and this place has been here for the past 20 years. It has recently been sort of bought up by some investment firm from Leeds. So who knows what the future holds for this brewery, what their plans are for it. Not our place to think or comment on that. But hopefully they just keep doing what they're doing, because they're serving this community, and it sounds like they're going a bit broader than this. I mean, Saltaire, I'll be honest with you, I've never had Saltaire Brewery beer in my life before, but I'm glad I've come here. This is a lovely little area. Saltaire, we're gonna hop onto another little brewery in Saltaire in a moment, but
Was that a pun? Hop on. I like it.
Yeah.
You didn't really mean that, did you?
Didn't, no.
No, you didn't.
No,
but pretend, edit that out and pretend like you kind of did. That was good.
We won't do that.
Yeah, you
but
will.
No, it's lovely. It's like this is like lovely little village. Saltaire is a village, yeah.
Yeah, Saltaire Village. It's a World Heritage Site.
UNESCO World Heritage Site. Old mill town, making textiles back in probably. Was it the 19th century?
19th century mainly, yeah. 19th century.
So it's got that sort of character to it, and to come here and just see a little craft brewery. They're making a few hectolitres here a year. I think, did they say it equates to about 5 million pints a year, something like that? Yeah, good. So
if you are local, you probably might not be able to hear it, but in the background there's live music. It's only
I'm gonna they do live music and pizzas there.
And pizzas, and
We're
the
gonna have
pizzas
we're gonna have to
absolutely
have a pizza
fantastic.
in a minute, aren't you?
Yeah, he's buying. So absolutely fantastic for a chilled Saturday. You know, from I think it's 12 o'clock they open. I have to double check that.
Being paid to advertise this place, or
No, but you know, never say never. But they have live music, again, pizzas, or sometimes it's different street food. Cracking day like this, I don't know if you can see the sky, but you know, really, really nice day. Big beer garden. You know, it's worth a visit.
yeah. So anyway, it is a good session beer. That. Yeah, it's if you're in the area, come here. We say that about most of the breweries. Why wouldn't you check out any brewery, really? But if you're in the area, but this is a good one. We will finish this one and finish with one of their other sort of flagship beers, which is the chocolate chip or triple chocolate?
Triple choc.
Triple choc.
Yeah, but you are making me feel like I need a chocolate chip ice cream now. So, well, especially in this weather.
Maybe afterwards. So
maybe. So yeah, that like the triple choc, something that I really love to have when it gets a little bit colder. You know, the autumn nights. You know, it gets dark early, a little bit crisp on a night. Have a fire pit. Sit outside with a couple of those beers are absolutely fantastic, and again really easy to drink. And again, I find it quite creamy and so easy to drink. So I would say it's their winter version of the Saltaire Blonde.
We'll go through that when we try it in a second. So anyway, I
finished.
He's Yorkshireman, eh? He's Yorkshireman. Anyway, move on to the next one. Cheers. Okay, on to Triple Choc.
Triple Choc.
By Saltaire Brewery. There you go. You're a fan of this?
I'm a massive fan of this, especially in autumn. Autumn is when this comes out of my fridge.
I can smell it from here.
It is phenomenal. This on a dark, cold night, stick the fire pit on, get your chocolate, triple choc. You've made me say triple choc chip. Triple choc. Triple choc. Sorry, you've got this in my head now. I'm going to call it triple choc. Triple choc. It's
not easy to say that, is it? Triple choc.
It's not for me, but then again, words are quite difficult for me to say anyway.
So that has got a coffee and sort of 80% cocoa aroma on it, I reckon. And we did taste it.
There is like that after like burny taste, like almost like I associate
a bit of it charcoal.
Yeah,
it's like charcoal, yeah. Which is why it would go nice by an open fire and all that kind of stuff. And
normally
slippers on, maybe I don't know, sort of
fire pit,
some 80 like Dynasty on the TV.
I'm not as old as you. I don't know what that is. But obviously, what I would say is fire pit. Put some kebabs on. Put whatever you want on.
Kebabs.
Yeah. Chicken kebab, anything on the fire pit.
Oh right, okay. So I'm in my we've got different mental images here. I'm in my sort of one of my lounges. That's in a snug. With the multi-fuel burn.
No, I'm talking about
the curtains are drawn. You know, we haven't got the main lights on, but we've got like a lamp on in the corner, so it's kind of a nice warm glow, romantic.
I'm not talking about.
You're in your garden in Bradford.
Yeah,
in October.
Yeah, I'm not talking about making love to my wife. I'm talking about being sat outside. On a cold winter's night, fire pit on, maybe barbecuing a little bit of meat. Have a few of these. Phenomenal.
Right. So, a smell of charcoal, coffee, bit of espresso type coffee.
Espresso, definitely.
Espresso.
Strong.
Yeah, I mean.
It's definitely not a summer drink.
It's a session beer again.
Yeah.
So it's not got loads of depth to it, but Yeah, it's espresso with a hint of very dark, I'm going to say Bolivian 70-80% chocolate.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that though, because my mum loves dark chocolate, and every time I go to her house, she has like 80% dark chocolate. That, yeah.
Well, I love 70-80%.
Bit bitter on the tongue afterwards.
I couldn't tell you the difference between a 78% Bolivian and Ecuadorian chocolate, but
do you know what the difference between 70 and 80% is?
Well, yeah. It's the strength of the cocoa.
10%.
Oh right, this guy. So anyway, yeah, it's
for me. It's really homely. I absolutely adore this in winter.
You need to start to learn. Well, you need to start learning to drink without getting beer all over you.
Right. It's a beard, you know. Can't help it. You can't grow one, so yeah.
But no, it is. It's a decent stout. It's got a good forward bitterness to it.
Do you ever like a bonfire night? You have the bonfire lollies.
I've never heard of one. A bonfire lolly. That might be just because I'm from Colwyn Bay in North Wales. But
yeah, well, normally a bonfire night, it's kind of like a toffee kind of, lolly. Well, I think most people would know bonfire lolly. Have a bonfire lolly. Have one of these. Very, very similar.
Like
apart from there's alcohol.
Is it like is it an apple in treacle or something?
No, bonfire lollies.
All right. Well, it's probably just me. Anyway.
Bonfire lolly.
I'm sure it tastes like a
bonfire lollies for adults, obviously.
Bonfire lollies for adults. Yeah, that is. Yeah, not at its best in August, but I can imagine that working. One or two of those in the winter. And maybe we'll do that. I'll go to. Obviously, the tap room there. It sells a few takeouts. I'm going to take some back to Wales for me. Save them up for the winter.
Take some back, and I'll send you some bonfire lollies as well.
Send me some bonfire lollies.
Okay, and then I generally in, October, November, I want to see a post, the bonfire lolly and the chip choc. Yeah, and then. Well,
I'm not going to commit to this, but I'm going to consider it.
Not maybe not to the channel, but you can commit to me. So, as friends.
Yeah, nice, very nice.
I'd say that as he probably won't.
So anyway, lovely little trip to Saltaire Brewery. Yeah, if you're in West Yorkshire, stop by here. The staff here, the tour guide that we had earlier, the staff in the tap room, everybody's really, really nice and really welcoming. Like I say, it's a lovely little part of the world.
It's Yorkshire, of course it is. Yeah, the best.
Yeah, but it's it's been a nice little pit stop. It really has, and definitely, if you've got the opportunity, if you're in the area, do it. Now, next stop, we're gonna head into Saltaire itself.
Yep, and we're gonna go
to Salt, another brewery called Salt.
That's it.
We'll talk about that in a second. And in the meantime, I reckon, so here there's a little pop-up selling pizzas. I've not eaten today, so probably time now to have a bit of scram. We'll have a pizza and then head into Saltaire. So anyway, cheers. On the walk into Saltaire itself, stumbled across the Bouthouse Inn, which is situated on the River Aire, a really scenic spot and a lovely place to go and have a pint, particularly in the sunshine. So yes, the River Aire flows through Saltaire, and Saltaire was built by Sir Titus Salt. Saltaire. Who'd have thought it? Right, after a bit of a walk, next up, the Salt Beer Factory, here since 2018. Owned, or certainly bought by, owned by Ossett Brewery. So quite a large budget project. Don't know anything about it, but in half an hour, we'll know something. Let's do it. So, Salt Beer Factory is a brewery, as you'll see in a second. But this is also the place to go in this local community. It is an absolute hive of activity. The place gets absolutely jam-packed. Music blasting. It's a lot of fun. So yes, you'll see in a second that it is a brewery, but as you can see here now, we're walking through the initial bar, which this is quite early evening. It really gets going later on in the evening. But then you move through to the back tap room. Once we've got past Bradford City fans celebrating their win today, you get into the brewery room. And this, I absolutely love this now. You walk into the brewery itself, but it's a massive bar as well. Mash tuns, lauter tuns, brew kettles, loads of conical fermenters. This is definitely my kind of place to go and enjoy a couple of beers. And all the brewing ingredients are available for a sneak peek too. And it just keeps getting better. Billy Ocean, Caribbean Queen playing in the background. No better way to enjoy a few beers. So I'll have a quick look at the bar, see the range of beers that they're offering, before heading up onto the balcony, which has a tremendous view of the brewing equipment. And I'll be joined by a couple of locals that I know. And together we're going to enjoy a few of Salt Beer Factory's beers. A couple of them are collabs, some unusual ones as well, and see where the night takes us. A hooch beer. Barmaid seems really impressed. Now, how about that for a view when you're going to settle down to drink a few beers? Now, if you're the sort of person who likes to have a few beers and play a few games, then you're in luck here. There's table football and shuffle as well. Right then, so this is Salt Beer Factory.
Salt Beer Factory.
It's a really good vibe, this. I like it. It's very modern, and the fact that you get to sit and drink in the brewery itself, you've got all the conical fermenters, all the brew kettles, all that kind of stuff. It's cool. And we are having their lemon squeeze.
Lemon squeeze. Hooch lemon squeeze.
So this is a Salt Beer Factory and Hooch collab. Sounds absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. 6% ABV lemon sour.
Yin and yang works. Equal each other out. Guarantee.
What is the world coming to? Right.
Try.
Right. So nice and hazy. A lemon sour collab with Hooch. I can't smell anything, to be honest with you, but
There's not much there. No.
I'm getting. Oh, hang on. There is a bit of lemon. Tiny bit. Right.
Taste test.
Who knows?
Nice sour.
It's definitely sour. Don't know if I like it yet.
It's one of my favourites, and I'm not a sour drinker, but then again, I'm used to drinking this, so just keep trying.
Not a sour drink with a sour face, you know. Yeah, so I've not done any research on this beer, so I don't know exactly what they're using it. It's not was expecting it to be ridiculously lemony, and it's not.
No.
Which,
Quite subtle.
so actually, yeah, it's reasonably subtle. It's all right, that, yeah. I mean, for something so ridiculously bizarre.
It reminds me of the sherbet that you used to get as a kid inside the lemon, and then you dab on your tongue and it tasted like lemon, but not, chemically lemon.
It's not too harsh, it's not too tangy, it's reasonably smooth, it's very drinkable actually. 6% ABV as well.
It doesn't taste like that, it's very, For me, it tastes more around 4.5.
The more I drink of it, it is a bit limoncello. Not massively, but it's lemon.
Yeah.
But, So, 2018, I came here before it was this brewery. I reckon 2015 was the last time I came here. And it was just a big pub.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is an old tram.
Yeah, it used to be called. Tram station. It used to be called many years ago the tram shed.
Tram shed.
Because it used to house obviously all the trams. But then it became a kids' fun playhouse, soft play area. Then it became a large bar. But you didn't really get this bit where we are now, didn't really exist. You'll probably seen later in the video the more front end, which is the bar area, which used to exist when it used to be called the Tram Shed Pub. And then obviously the outside, but you never really got to see the back area. Now the back area, because they are brewing, you've got all this in the back, and you've got, again, it's pretty cool. I like it here. You've got games that you can, play with your mates.
Games you can play.
Well,
that's
Shove. Yeah.
Shuffle.
Love that.
Table football. Yeah,
The shuffle, very good.
Yeah, that's getting quite popular now in sort of microbreweries and things like that. When I was down at Tiny Rebel, they had 2 or 3 of those tables. You see quite a few. They're fun. I'd have one in my house, but they're about 10 metres long or something ridiculous.
And they also can lose you a lot of money.
Can they?
I mean, if you bet like I don't, then yeah.
That is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, anyway, yours is in the Ossett Brewery glass, mine is Ossett Brewery. So there you go. Right, we'll suck these up and we'll try a different one, yeah? Right then, we're now on to a double dry hop deeper called ICAT, 8% goddamn ABV. And this is Chris, who's been to watch Bradford City today against Watford.
2-1.
Watford.
2-1.
Here in Saltaire, we're how many miles from Bradford? Maybe, 5?
Yeah, about 5.
5-ish?
5-ish, 7.
Five.
Not 7.
About 7.
7,
Right, okay.
yeah.
Okay. What was it? 2-1.
2.
2-1 to Bradford. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheers to Bradford and Valley Parade. Well, I like ground hopping, right? I do like ground hopping. Quite often go with my lad around different grounds around the country. Never been to Valley Parade. We're going this season. That's a promise.
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't talk about that. What a backdrop, eh? What a backdrop. Look at that, eh? All that brew kit there, anyway. Right. So a double dry hop deeper, 8% ABV, ICAT. What did you get on the nose? Christopher Ferry? Fez, what they call it. Loads of zest and grapefruit.
I would say it's very zesty.
Zest, grapefruit.
Zesty.
Yeah, it's like a bottle of fairy liquid.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Dishwater.
Or maybe Aldi's own. But I mean that in the nicest sense.
Does it? So it's going to taste better than Fairy Liquid. I don't taste much. You smell the zest. I don't taste much. Taste a bit of orange peel. I get the orange peel through.
Got that, mate. Yeah. On the nose, that.
Yeah.
On the nose. On point.
Yeah. But, yeah.
It's got a very nice introduction of fruit, and I think you're right. I think it is. Bit of orange on it, and then you've got that hot finish.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a double dry hop deeper. It's hot to the hilt, but actually that is bloody pleasant. That is.
Better than the lemon.
The hooch.
The hooch.
Sour. Yes. Yeah. I mean, we're only drinking.
No, that's nice as that.
We're only drinking half at the moment.
Yeah.
What does this remind me of? It's a bit like lilt. It's got that sort of tropical liltiness to it.
I get that. Yeah.
But not
that's your citrus stuff, isn't it? So yeah.
It's fuller bodied than Club Tropical. It's like a lilt with almost like a real concentrate of orange and pineapple and. Do you know what?
I feel like when you smell it, like say you get all the zesty of everything through. When you taste it, I don't really get much of anything else through. I just get the. I don't know. For me, I feel like I get more of just the orange through it. I don't really get everything else. I get the smell. I get the aroma of everything else, but not really the taste of it.
No, I'd agree with that. There's a real orange peel, orange zest, sort of character to that. That is what it's 8%.
It's nice. I mean, yeah, I'd drink a pint of that.
You know, if you have a pint of that, that's like the equivalent of half a bottle of wine, I reckon.
Yeah.
Pretty heavy stuff. But I've got to say, I think that's decent.
Oh no, yeah. I'm not knocking it.
So, Beer Factory ICAT.
I'd have a couple of pints of that.
You'd have a couple of pints of that?
I'd have a couple of pints of that, yeah, I like it. Yeah, big fan.
Yeah. Right, well, do you know what, right? I think where we were before, which was Saltaire Brewery, nice place to go in the daytime and in the evening. Go and have a look around, have a few nice sessionable beers, enjoy pizza, and then if you want a night out, this is a great mix of all the things that you might, you've got the, obviously the brewery.
Do pizzas here as well.
Oh, they do pizzas here as well. Obviously you've got the brewery right here. It's great sitting here in front of all that. But it's kind of like, it's
lively.
It's just, this is a real weekend social pub, isn't it? So
that's good.
The fact that you're drinking beer that is just made there, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. So
it's a winner.
Yeah. So if you're gonna come to these parts, do Saltaire Brewery in the day. There's other places to go around Saltaire, and we'll do that later, whether we film it or not. It's a different matter altogether. But certainly come here in the evening and have two or three. There's quite a good range of beers there, all made here.
I think generally if you come out in Saltaire, this is like the finishing stop. Everyone always comes here.
Oh, is it? Finishing?
Yeah. It's like so people do like if you want to call them pub crawls, like from Shipley, and they'll come up like you'll ring the bells and you've got all the places. This is like, and if you look at it, it kind of makes sense because it's like the point, like because once you get here, there's nothing else after it until you get to Bingley. So like this is the finishing stop for a lot of people. So this is where it's at.
Well, I think we have these. We have one other beer in here.
Yeah.
Find out what's popular, and then we'll hit Saltaire and see where the Saltaire road takes streets of West Yorkshire and Saltaire, see where they take us. And all those greyhounds.
See if we can't find a whippet.
Whippet. Is it whippets or greyhounds?
Yorkshire call whippets. So.
I thought a whippet was like a smaller greyhound.
I don't know, you might know more about it.
Or a greyhound. Greyhounds have longer. Right then. We are now on to Harlem Heatwave, which is a citrus IPA, I think. In fact, I have looked this up on Harlem Heatwave, Salt IPA American styles, 6% ABV. They don't know what the IBUs are. No hold bar, no hold spec.
I want to say Salt's Beer Factory as well, don't mix it up with the Saltaire Brewery stuff.
Yeah, Salt's Beer Factory. And we're going to have to talk loud because it's very noisy in here.
It is loud, yeah.
Noisy.
Loud.
It's noisy.
Picking it now.
Right, okay. So again, it doesn't look too dissimilar to the last one we had, I think.
Bit hazy, isn't it? Bit hazy. Bit hazy.
Yeah, it's tropical.
Yeah.
Mangoes.
My taste buds, I think it's subtle, it's not overpowering, it's like a subtle citrusy.
It's a bit peppery, actually. There's a bit of pepperiness. Like a bit of, I don't know if I want to say paprika, but there's a bit of something. There's a bit of spiciness to it.
Yeah, there is.
There's a bit of spiciness.
It's like an after, bit of an aftertaste, isn't it? Yeah.
Mangoes. There's pineapple there. There's pineapple.
Your taste was a bit of mine, so I'm not picking up pineapple, but I'm sure you're probably right. But
Pineapple.
you're more sophisticated than I am, so.
You're not talking about me. Do you know what, right? That is fruitilicious.
I think it's
like an opal fruit.
Yeah.
It's like can you remember opal fruits?
Yeah.
Made to make your mouth water. Starburst.
Opal fruits now, Starburst.
I don't think I've eaten one since they became Starburst. But
I'll protest.
Do they even exist anymore?
Starburst, do you?
And do you know what?
So. I don't know, maybe not.
Your mum and dad have a packet in a car when it was like the 80s.
Yeah.
And it'd be the summer. So you go, I'll have one of those. And of course, it all stuck to the wrapper and you just couldn't get the damn thing out. So mine is the wrapper. That reminds me of like.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Like an opal fruit made to make your mouth water. That is very nice. It's tropical fruits.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit of paprika chilliness or something like that there.
Yeah, there's like at the aftertaste and there's like something at the back of it. Yeah.
Not done research on it because this is all on the fly.
I like it. Again, I think it's.
And it's quite carbonated that as well.
Yeah.
Not lots of carbonation, but the others very, very low carbonation. That's just got a little bit of fizz in it, a little bit of life in it.
Yeah.
Tonight I'd only have this, but sat outside in the heat, I reckon you can power through those.
I think
in trouble with an
I think if you sat out in the sun, I think that's a perfect drink.
Yeah.
Put your cider away, you can have this.
Now we've got another one over here. Now James, who's doing the camera now, remind me what this is called. It's a rye Red Sea, and it's a rye beer. Can you remember, James, what ABV this was? Have we got it written down anywhere? No.
I'm quite sure I have it somewhere.
No, it's okay. Okay. I'm having a look. I've got it here. So,
yeah, one job.
Shoot, bash, lube. We've got every other beers here, not there.
This is a corn lab, I believe. It's a recently new one.
It's a cool lab. There seems to be, I don't know, this place seems to make a lot of beers.
They make a lot.
A lot of beers.
They make a lot of beers.
I'm strolling and strolling. I mean, this is a reasonable sized operation, but
I think they've got they've got loads of places, haven't they? So they haven't just got here now. They have taken over a few places. So
right.
yeah, that's probably why they can make so much.
So quickly here. Anyway. Did you get any notes off that? There's a hint of a malt character, maybe a bit of toast, maybe?
I don't get a right lot of that, so
It's not a lot of oh my god. Decent body on it.
Yeah.
It's a very malt. It's obviously got a lot of malt character to it. Right. What does that remind me of? That Ribena. It's Ribena. It sort of makes sense.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Like I like rye bread, actually. I do like rye bread.
I do, yeah, so do I prefer, but I don't know, I'm not really...
You're not subscribing to that?
No, I'm not a fan.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. Each their own, I suppose, isn't it? But yeah.
it's got a nice body to it. It's nicely carbonated. Yeah, it's a rye beer, so it's got a real taste of rye to it.
Yeah.
Shock horror.
Yeah, there's not right lot you can say about it apart from that. For me, I don't think you could, I think you kind of nailed it.
A little bit of honey left on the tongue, maybe something like that. That's all right. That I recommend. That was the.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this.
That I recommend.
If you put these two against each other, this is winning for me. But yeah, I prefer this one.
I mean, you're comparing apples and pears, aren't you? Because
Harlem Heatwave.
Harlem Heatwave.
Yeah.
Two completely different styles of beer.
Well, true. Yeah.
I mean, Harlem Heatwave actually might be nice on a winter's night as well.
I'm going to say, if I drank that back in November, December, maybe I'd have a different opinion of it.
Yeah, it's all right though.
It's not offensive. It's fine.
I can imagine it's not so everything these days. I quite like it. That's a very nice beer, to be fair. Harlem Heatwave. So, right. Where are we going to go next?
Clubhouse?
Clubhouse.
Probably the Ross, but now the Clubhouse by Beer Keller.
These guys.
Oh no.
These guys will end up in a clubhouse. There's no shadow of a doubt about that. But until that point, I don't know if this is the end of this episode right now, or if we might do. It depends. If we go somewhere that looks kind of decent, kind of interesting, we might film a little bit. It won't be a brewery, which is really what this channel's about. But if there's somewhere nice, a bit of a.
You've got a wheel.
Bit of a. You've got what?
You've got a wheel.
You've got a wheel.
Spin the wheel. Wheel of Fortune kind of thing.
But if we find a nice little tourism opportunity, a nice place to go while you're here. So there's two places we've been. Come here. I really think you should. And if you do that, and you're going to be staying overnight, if we do find somewhere else, if I find somewhere I think's worth going, I'll put it on here. I'm not listening to these jokers. So if
we've got to have tightest as well. So.
Watch the next few minutes. If I don't, subscribe, like, see you soon.
Share.